Story, a new survey from the Centers for Disease Control shows health has gotten worse since last year's fuel spills from the Red Hill tanks tainted the Navy's drinking water system. Mahea Richardson joins us with the latest. Mahea.
Well, Mark, the Centers for Disease Control and State Health Department says 9,700 households were potentially exposed to jet fuel in their tap water after last year's fuel spills. Now, after testing, the State Health Department lifted the do not drink advisory around March, but a follow-up survey of 986 people in September shows the health impacts could be lingering. In its survey, the Centers for Disease Control says many participants reported worse health after last November's fuel spill that contaminated the Navy's drinking water system. 41% reported worsening of an existing condition. 31% said there was a new diagnosis, and 25% had a new diagnosis with no pre-existing condition. Almost a third report petroleum smells or taste in their tap water.
29% reported smelling or tasting petroleum or seeing a sheen in the past 30 days. Many participants reported worse health after the incident.
Previous studies have shown exposure to fuel can cause several symptoms.
These previous studies suggest that exposure to jet fuel may impact the respiratory system, intestinal tract, and nervous system. Commonly reported individual symptoms following accidental kerosene exposure included coughing, difficulty breathing, abdominal pain and vomiting, fatigue, and convulsions.
Military leaders say the water from the Red Hill well is no longer feeding its Pearl Harbor drinking water system and showing no more signs of contamination.
We've not seen any indications of detect in the drinking water.
Kat McClanahan testified at today's meeting and says she's gotten tremors and balance problems since last year's fuel spills.
All these families are just left to navigate this, dismissed by the military, dismissed by many well-intending doctors who don't understand toxic exposure.
The Centers for Disease Control says people's mental health also declined since last year's spills. And in an about-face and messaging, the Department of Defense Health Agency is now working to establish a military clinic dedicated to medical concerns relating to potential exposures. If you'd like to see that CDC Department of Health survey, we've posted it on our website. Mahea Richardson, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you very much, Mahea.